Hi, would you believe if I told you that there was a very powerful lookup function in Microsoft Excel even before the XLOOKUP function that many financial modelers were not aware of? This is not VLOOKUP, this is not HLOOKUP, but just plain lookup, and it is the real predecessor to the XLOOKUP function. Let's see what this function can do.
One thing this function can do for us is that it can replace layers of nested if, and the other thing it can help us do is perform complex vector operations. Let's see both of them with the two examples that I have. So here is an example where I'm getting grades of student based on their marks. Now there are 6 grades, so which means I have 5 levels of nested if to get this. Looks pretty complicated. This can be replaced by a simple lookup function that I can do here. So lookup for the marks in the boundaries range, and once we have found that in the boundary range, now get up the result from the grades and close the bracket. That's it, we've got this. As you can see here, this lookup function is much smaller compared to a layers of nested if. Not just that, whether you have 6 conditions or 60 conditions or 6,000 conditions, lookup function is just going to be one lookup function. If functions is going to get more lengthier and complicated as you add more conditions. Now what we did with lookup function could have also been done with VLOOKUP approximate match. So what I could have done is I could have put equals VLOOKUP, selected the mark, select the entire lookup table. So here is my lookup table, and then I'm going to specify the column index number. And when I'm specifying the column index number, one thing I'm going to choose is to go for approximate match, and I'll press enter, and here I've got the answer. So VLOOKUP approximate match can also achieve the results in this particular case, but where lookup function scores over VLOOKUP is in our next example. So in this example, what I have is tax calculation for employees based on their income. Now what we have to do is, the way the calculation is going to happen is, you first identify the tax slab of the employee. So here the income is more than 4 million, 4.8 million. So that falls under my last slab. So what we are supposed to do is, the tax is going to be 187,500. This is the base tax for the slab, plus the income falling under the slab, which is going to be my income minus the base of the slab, which in this case is 15 lakhs or 1.5 million. You reduce that and you multiply it by tax rate for the slab. This is going to be our answer. Now the problem is, which slab we pick up depends on the income. Now how do we do this? One way to do it is again to use a layers of complex nested if. But let's see how a lookup function can handle it. So I'm going to put equals lookup, select the income, then I'm going to choose the boundary, which is my lower end, comma. Now I need my lookup vector. Keep in mind, this is not a range, it's asking for a result to vector, and that means I can give a complex vector formula here. So what I'm going to give is the tax up to previous slab. Rather than selecting a single value, I'm going to select the entire slab here, plus income falling in the slab, which is current income minus the base of the slab. Instead of selecting a single value, I am going to select the entire vector once again, multiplied by the tax rate. Again, I'm going to select the entire range. I'll close the bracket here, and you'll notice that I've got the answer. VLOOKUP cannot handle it because in a VLOOKUP you have to give the column index number. So that means in a VLOOKUP approximate match you can't perform complex operation like what we are doing with the lookup function, but we can definitely do far more with the lookup function. So when you think of the latest XLOOKUP function, it is actually an upgrade over this lookup function that we had. The limitation of the lookup function is that it can only do approximate match, and it fails if the data is not sorted in the ascending order of the lookup value. So if my data was sorted in the descending order of the boundary here, you will notice that we don't get the correct answer. So let me just sort it and show it to you. You notice that our lookup function failed. VLOOKUP approximate also failed. And this is where XLOOKUP comes in handy. So if I'm going to use a XLOOKUP, I'm going to put XLOOKUP for the mark, comma. Then we're going to put the lookup array as the boundary conditions, comma. the result is going to be the grade. XLOOKUP always looks up for the absolute match. If you want to look for approximate match, we have to add a fifth argument. So I already have 3 arguments. I'm going to leave the fourth argument blank, and in the fifth argument I'm going to put it as -1. That is exact match or next smaller item. And I'll close the bracket, and you notice that I get the grades irrespective of whether my data is in ascending order or descending order, or even if it is in some jumbled order. XLOOKUP can give the answer for us.
Hope you found this video useful. See you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.